Hey guys, I wanted to come and talk to you a little bit today about our new goal setting method. Okay, so I haven't had a lot of time to talk about this in class because it gets a little bit wordy, surprise. Okay, so I wanted to take a minute to create a quick video to talk to you guys about what I'm looking for from you in terms of feedback on your goals. Okay, so we created the new board space so that if you guys have a goal, we're giving the visibility to that goal so to be able to hold you accountable. So we're making it so that other people can look at that goal and say, oh, hey, how's it going with that goal? Okay? Or your coaches can look at that and say, hey, so-and-so, I saw that you had a goal of this by this date. How are you progressing against that? All right, so obviously we know that if you can make that goal visible, we're going to increase the likelihood that you're going to hold yourself accountable and that others will be able to hold you accountable as well for that goal. Okay, so we want to help you make progress. Please help us do that. All right, so for goals, first of all, we want to talk about the creation of the goal. If you have a goal, we want to make sure that it is numeric and time dependent. So numeric meaning that we should be able to measure it. Okay, so I want to lose weight is not numeric. Okay, I want to lose 60 pounds is numeric. Okay, or I want to back squat 300 pounds. That's numeric. Okay, we want something that we can measure against. Okay, we also want something that's time dependent. We want to be able to put an end date on the goal and be able to create periods at which we're assessing our progress to figure out, are we actually making progress at the rate that we need to achieve the goal? Okay, so time dependent. So I want to lose 60 pounds in 6 months. We can put an end date to that, and we can assess every month, every week, every 2 months, whatever the interval we choose to use, we can assess as we go along with a time-dependent goal. So make sure that your goal is time-dependent. Number 2, we want to make sure we have a plan. So a goal without a plan is a wish. Okay, that old adage that's much overused, but it is true. Okay, we want to make sure that our plan is consisting of activities that you can think about using or implementing on a daily basis that will lead you to the goal. Okay, we want to help you create that plan. All right, if you have an idea of what that plan is going to be, I would love to hear it and give input or feedback if you're willing to listen to it. Okay, and again, both of those things are what we're going to make visible. We have space on the board for your goal and for your plan. So we're going to have both of those up there because we want, as coaches and as members, to be able to look at the plan and say, does that make sense for the goal that you have? Okay. And we want to understand how what we're doing in the gym and what we are doing, or what you are doing outside of the gym is helping facilitate the achievement of that goal. Okay, so making both visible is going to be very important. Number 3, we want to know the day-to-day habits that you're going to create that are going to help you achieve that goal. So this is part of the plan. This is what you'll be featuring in the plan. But this is going to be the most important facet of the goal. People who tend to focus on the goal itself instead of focusing on the day-to-day activities will tend to be overwhelmed by what may seem as a lack of progress at first. They'll be a couple weeks in, they'll be fixated on the goal, and the goal may be so aggressive that they may feel like they're not making very much progress against it. Okay? Whereas people that focus on the day-to-day habits will be able to sustain the habits long enough to be able to actually see the goal through. So an example of this is weight loss. Okay? So if you're only fixated on the scale and your progress against that weight goal, you might not feel very satisfied or like you're actually making progress or that you're successful even. Okay? But if we can focus instead on putting one foot in front of the other by means of making sure that we have every meal of the day taken care of and addressed before it comes time to make a decision about it, and that way we're making sure that the meal is actually going to be a quality meal that's going to be conducive to helping you achieve your goal. Just focusing on those meals, focusing on the workouts, and if you can check those boxes every day, I got my workout in, I ate a good breakfast, I ate a good lunch, so on and so forth, I got 8 hours of sleep, then those habits, you can make them habitual and not something you have to think about. That's going to help you achieve your goal regardless of how long that may take. Okay? So those are the 3 things that we want you to be thinking about. As you come to class, talk to me and tell me that you want to make some time to address the goal. Either that or we can do it via Facebook Messenger, text, whatever you want to do. We want to help facilitate that process, okay, and make it visible.